So here we go, man. Justin Bieber new album. You dig standard edition, got 13 tracks. The deluxe I think got what 18. I had to listen to the standard of course, I did hear the Nas track and let's just say like people say Nas shouldn't have jumped on it. But basically this album is him giving back to his fans, him admitting that he's been done a lot of crazy shit in the last couple of years, regrets in his relationship, owning up to his faults. And basically, it's like an apology in a sense, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, he put together a good album, though. I think the last album came out, 2013, Journals. And yeah, it's been a cool little minute. But let's go ahead and talk about it. Features you got on here, you got Big Sean, you got Travis Scott, Halsey, Jack U, and you got Skrillex. It opens up with Mark My Words. It's basically a song about him realizing the love between him and Selena. The relationship was basically dead. He figured that out and it wasn't a bad song, it was cool. I like it. The production was on point. I think he worked with Diplo and Skrillex on a lot of his production. Good song. I'll Show You was the next track, just basically about, life being famous. A lot of people don't understand what it's like to be famous. You scrutinize for everything that, you do, and you basically under a microscope the whole time. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, it's about showing and improving. Like I messed up, but, I'm here to show people that, I can, I guess, redefine my career in a way. Then it goes into What Do You Mean? That's just an instant hit, just trying to figure shit out, what do you mean? Like, you could take it for whatever you want, but it's a good song. Sorry, basically that's an apology to Selena, owning up to what, he deemed himself as wrong and everything like that. So that was a good song. Love Yourself. Um, I think it's like a cover of an Ed Sheeran song. I'm not sure, but I would, I think, but it do remind you of his YouTube days of the reason why he became famous. Going into track 6, Company, basically just want to hang out, you know what I mean? That's what I took from it. Want you to be my company or whatever and hang out and just chill. Track 7, No Pressure featuring Big Sean, which his verse was forgettable in a sense. But you know what I mean? He just want Selena back. He want to get back with her, but he hope in time that her wounds are healed. You know what I mean? Because you could say that he hurts her and he just want her to know that he still love her, and if it's possible that they can get back together, that's what he want. Going into track 8, No Sense featuring Travis Scott. Um, it was a dope ass record too. Travis Scott did his thing, and beat was dope. You know what I mean? He just want her, there with him. Whoever the female is, it doesn't make no sense to be doing all this, and you're not here. So that's what I took from the record. Track 9, The Feeling. Featuring Halsey. It's a pop ballad. I definitely enjoyed the hook. It's about love or lust. You know how sometimes you get caught up with a female or, a female with a dude and you don't realize, is it really love or is it just lust? So, that's what I took from the record. The feeling, is it really love or is it just lust? It really is a difference. And I appreciate that record. I mess with that record. Track 10, Life is Worth Living. He's very vulnerable, on this record. He admits his faults, and he wants to change. And at the end of the day, life is worth living. But it's how you choose to live your life makes it worth it. And I definitely thought that was a good record. Where Are You Now featuring Jack U. That's like 8 months old. Never heard it. Didn't want to hear it. Moving on to track 12, Children featuring Skrillex. It's basically about social progression. You know what I mean? From however you want to take that, from kids growing up and the things that's going on in the world, and definitely a different type of record for him. And I was listening to it like, wow, that's kind of on some, not saying he's Michael Jackson, but I'm just saying that's the topic of he chose to sing about, on a great, great beat was just awesome. That's one of the dopest tracks on here. And the last track, Purpose, it's just basically him talking about, the reason why he was crying and dedication to his fans and the reason he basically wanted to continue his career. His fans gave him purpose. The love that he got, gave him purpose. And overall, he did his thing on this album. I didn't know what to expect. I just thought it would come out with a bunch of pop type radio singles, but at the end of the day, he actually showed he has a vulnerable side. He's human at the end of the day, and you gotta appreciate that. You know what I mean? But overall, I give it an 8 out of 10. I like 11 out of the 13 records. Production was on point. I get at an 8 out of 10. Not a bad album, man. So even if you don't listen to pop music and you're not a fan of him, if you just a real person and a real individual, you probably should check this out, man. All right, y'all. One.